What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? This is the Talkers Podcast, Unscripted. My name is Joe. How's everybody doing out there? What's up, Los Angeles? What's up, Los Angeles? This is our promotion. Well, we're doing a promotion to a special guest. It's gonna be on Saturday, March 16, 2024, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 9:30 Central Standard Time, and the East Coast will be 12:30 a.m. midnight. So hope you join us with a special guest. Her name is Avee from the podcast, her own podcast. She's our special guest. Will be joining Saturday, March 16, 2024. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen, all your listeners out there. Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. She'll be joining in. Her podcast is A Rare Breed Podcast. Tune her in, ladies and gentlemen. Listeners, all you listeners, I'm going to recommend you because she's really awesome, her podcast. She tells it like it is. She tells the truth, and she talks about politics. She rants, and she's just like one of us. She's just all I can say. She's like one of us. Tune her in, and all I can say is that she's a real awesome person, and we cannot wait to meet her. It's gonna be a tremendous, a lot of conversation. Well, we'll see how it goes because we're unscripted. We're gonna see how it really goes. We're not scripted, we're unscripted, so we just want to let everybody know about that. If you guys are going to be sensitive, if you're not able to handle the situations of our words and what we talk about, please don't tune us in. It's in our show notes. Be prepared what you got to hear. All I can say is that she's a real awesome person. If you tune her in, listen to her podcast, go to Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast carriers out there. You could tune to Google Podcasts for the meanwhile, because Google Podcasts will not be Google Podcasts. It'll be YouTube Music, starting maybe in 3 more months or so. Yeah, so tune her in. She's real interesting, guys. I was listening to her podcast. We can't just wait. We can't wait to meet her and talk to her and see what she has to say about what's going on in the world, stuff like that. And I'm speaking on behalf of my 3 co-hosts, Benny, Remo, and the Gooch. And yeah, if you guys want to support our show, please support our show. Her link is a Rare Breed Podcast.buzzsprout.com, guys. A Rare Breed Podcast.buzzsprout.com. And just to support our show, because the reason why you could cancel anytime. The reason why to support our show is that it's not cheap to be on recording this stuff on podcasts. It costs a lot of money. So sometimes we need to record more airtime. We need more airtime to record. So you could just help us out and support our show. You could cancel anytime. That's all I can say. So yeah, support our show. Listen to her. She lays it on. She's real blunt, and she will lecture you guys out there if you listen. But if you have a sensitive heart or sensitive mind, you cannot, or a sensitive ass, do not tune in. It's not for you. This show is not for you if you guys are real sensitive. We have a freedom of speech. We have the right to speak our minds, like other people that protest out there. I mean, we have the same rights of you guys protest out there the same way we do. Okay, if you guys protest out there, we protest on podcast. You know what I'm saying? So we have the same. It's a double standard. You guys protest out there on the streets. We protest our voices on the podcast. So if you guys are gonna get sensitive about anything like that, do not tune in. It's not for you. It's like if I go over there to your protest and I go over there, I'd be triggered and start throwing things at you. You guys wouldn't not like that, right? You know, this is our show. This is our podcast. We have the right to speak up. We have the right to free speech and all that stuff. So just to guys let you know, it's in our show notes in there. You know, don't tune in if you're sensitive. Okay. So yeah, tune her in. Her podcast is a rare breed podcast. Her name is Javi Harmez. You like her. She's just like one of us. She's the only thing I admire her, I applaud her because she does it by herself. She really does her podcast by herself, and I applaud her for that. We all do, because it's not really easy to be in podcast by yourself. Let me tell you one thing. It's not really easy. It's really hard. When I first started being a podcast, it was I didn't know what to say. I was like stuck. I was like getting writer's blog or something like that. But she does it on her own. She stands for podcast on herself. So I give her kudos on that. So another applause. Yeah, tune her in, guys. She's really interesting to hear. Her podcast is a rare breed podcast, and her name is Avee Harmez. If you guys want to support our show, you guys could cancel anytime. Go to a rare breed podcast.buzzsprout.com and support our show, and you could cancel anytime. And us, you could support our show too on thetalkers.buzzsprout.com, thetalkers.buzzsprout.com. You could cancel anytime too, guys. It's not cheap, man. It's it's kind of high. The inflation is really high. Sometimes we need the help. But well, thank you for that. Thank you, guys. And yeah, she's really good. She's really awesome, and I can't wait. We can't wait to meet her. Uh, it's real interesting how she talks. It's about politics. It's about what's going on in the world, and I think you guys need to hear it. And I mean, it's for everybody that's out there. It doesn't matter you're black or white or anything like that. It's everyone. It's about everybody. So she lays it on, and all I can say, I respect that. We applaud her. The Gooch asked her if she wanted to be on, so she agrees. So she's going to be on here. Mark your calendars. Saturday, March 16, 2024, everybody. 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 9:30 Central Standard Time. And then the East Coast will be around 12:30 a.m. in the East Coast. So all your listeners out there, tune in. It's going to be an interesting show on March 16, 2024. 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. East Central Standard Time, and the east side is going to be 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So just tune in, mark your calendars on that, ladies and gentlemen, all you listeners out there. Again, support our show, her podcast, a rare breed podcast.buzzsprout.com, ladies and gentlemen. And on our show too, support our show. You could cancel anytime too. dtalkers.buzzsprout.com. And another thing too, guys, if you guys want to go directly to her podcast and you want to find her, you could find her at Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast will soon to be YouTube Music, and other podcast carriers out there. So that's including us too. You could find us there, and you could Google search us too in a Google search engine. If you go to Google search, you could type The Talkers Podcast, and you could type her a rare breed podcast on the Google search. So you'll find her. We're the only talkers, and she's the only a breed podcast there. Okay, guys. So tune us in, everybody. Tune us in March 16, 2024 on a Saturday, guys. Mark your calendars. So yeah, I mean, she. All I can say is that we have a lot to say to her. We're unscripted. We're not scripted like other podcast carriers over there. Like other podcasts they have scripts. She was like concerned. Are you gonna ask a lot of questions? Go no. We're just gonna let it flow. We're gonna be freestyling our conversation, and it's unscripted and all that stuff. So we're gonna be asking questions here and here. Sometimes we're gonna have fun, and all that stuff. So I told her, you're part of the team. It's like brother and sister thing. Okay. So that's why I was telling her. So she was kind of a little concerned, but well, no, it's not gonna be too much questions. We're not Howard Stearns. So But yeah, so we're not harvesting. But and another thing too, ladies and gentlemen, all your listeners out there are listening. We're also gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna do a giveaway when she's here. So stay tuned. We might be giving a gift card again. You know, another gift card, everybody. How about that? It could be a steakhouse. It could be a gas card, or it could be a AMC gift card, or it could also be anything like Amazon again. It depends what we choose. So I can't wait. So it's gonna be a giveaway, guys. I changed the hashtag, so now it's gonna be hashtag talkers, guys. So when you join into the conversation in the chat box, during this time of March 16, 2024, when we do the giveaway when she's here, our hashtag is going to be hashtag talkers. Okay, that's our new, it was a hashtag talkers giveaway, but I think it was too long for you guys to type it. So I just kind of shortened it up a little. So I'll put hashtag talkers. So that's going to be our hashtag talkers. Uh, just join in. So we'll see how the gift card, how much the gift card's gonna be. So tune in for that. So yeah, guys, this is her podcast is really interesting. I like that. I'm her biggest fan now. I downloaded all her episodes. So whenever she makes an when her new episode pops out, it notifies me in Amazon because I have Amazon and Amazon Music, so it notifies me. So that's what I started listening, and it's a real interesting podcast. I mean, I really enjoy her the way she speaks. She has very strong verbal ability. That's what I like about her. That's what we like about her too. The Gooch, Benny and Remo and the Gooch, Benny, Remo and the Gooch. We all like her because she's really interesting and she knows what she's talking about. She knows what she's saying. Um, some people I feel like that they can't do it when they talk. You know, I felt the same way. But you know what? I know my verbal's not that strong, but at least I'm doing it. I mean, I get used to it, and I hear myself, and I try to correct what I do wrong when I speak. So it's very good. I mean, you learn from your mistakes. You know, sometimes it's kind of different when you're live and when or recording. So when you're recording it with no live, it's kind of different. But yeah, we're also gonna be alive. We're gonna be doing live and recording too. Also live and recording. Um, this is not like a regular podcast. What I'm doing right now, it's just a promotion that I'm promoting her because she's gonna join in to our podcast. Um, if you go tune into her podcast right now in this minute, I guarantee you won't be disappointed. It's real interesting. It's like you can't stop listening. You can't stop hearing what she has to say. Um, so I just heard her new episode that just came out. So it's real interesting what she talks about. And it's really true what she says. So you people out there, the listeners, there's some listeners out there are so sensitive, you know. So you guys have to not tune in if it's not for you. If you guys are really get butthurt real quick, just don't tune in. It's not for you. Okay. Not everybody loves milk. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't love milk, but that's why I'm short. But yeah. So, but that's just a myth. Fucking milk doesn't make you grow. It's just I think it makes it. I think they make your bones more fragile than it is. Um. So yeah, guys. Just tune her in on Saturday, March 16, 2024. Her name is Javi Armez. She'll be joining us, the Talkers Podcast. Benny Remo, Andy Gooch, and I will be here um, talking to her, see what's going on. And she's like a sister affiliated with the podcast. And so we can't wait to get together and speak and talk, you know, things like that. So join in. Here's her logo. I just put it up right there. That's her podcast emblem right there. A rare breed podcast, guys. A rare breed podcast. It's she emailed me, so she's really she's really game. She's game to join in to speak with us, and she's excited, and we're excited ourselves too. So we can't really wait to this to happen, and I'm really anxious, because we're gonna do the giveaway at the same time too. So it might when we get to talk to her and this and that, maybe like 15 minutes after we start doing the giveaway. Um, like I say again, guys, a giveaway. We're doing the giveaway this day, March 16, 2024. I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really exciting. So that way, anyone out there is listening, you could just join and have the fun with the giveaway. So the first prize will be it's gonna be a gift card. Okay, a gift card. We don't know yet. We decided it's gonna be a gift card, but the fellas, the Benny Remo and Gooch, will decide what card they want to give out. Okay, and the value of the card. And the second prize will be a little game set of Pictionary and a drawing book. It's a hardcover drawing book. It's a pamphlet. It's like a sketchbook, and a Donkey Kong plush toy. So that will be the second prize, everybody. Let me see. I have the picture here. The picture should be around here somewhere. Uh, there you go. There's the little Pictionary and the Donkey Kong plush toy. Um, I have the drawing sketchbook, so it's wrapped up, but I didn't have it on the picture yet. So I just got it, and so that's gonna be included. So whoever wins that second prize, we just gotta see who's gonna be the lucky winner. That's the second prize. The first prize will be the gift card. It's time to be determined on that one, so we don't know yet. Um, yeah, just tune in again, guys. Tune in Saturday, March 16, 2024. Special guest will be Avee Hermes, and her podcast is a rare breed podcast. A rare breed podcast. Real interesting. It's a good podcast. She holds it on her own. She's by herself. We're our four. We are four guys doing this, making it possible. And she's only one, and she's handling it on her own, and that's real good. I applaud her for that because it's not really easy. It's not really easy. I'll tell you one thing. And right now we're live on YouTube, and let's see who else and Facebook podcast. I'm on Facebook, the Detoxers Podcast Facebook, Unscripted. If you go to my webpage on the Facebook, Detoxers Podcast, Unscripted on Facebook, I'm there. And we're on Instagram. If you want to look me up on Instagram, you want to watch us live, you could go to Facebook, Detoxers Podcast, Unscripted on Facebook. You could watch us live, and you could follow me there. And you could also go to YouTube, type in the search bar, Detoxers Podcast Unscripted. We're live on YouTube right now. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, all you listeners out there, we're live on YouTube. And also, we're live on Instagram. We're live on Instagram, and you could follow me there. Detoxers Podcast #1. You could follow. I think we're the only podcast. Well, Detoxers Podcast and Instagram, and you could also follow Remo's Instagram, Detoxers _Streetwatch. You could check him out right there. His Instagram, Detoxers Podcast /Streetwatch. You could turn in that one too. That's Remo's, and you could go to Gooch. The Gooch is Facebook. It's the Gooch. I think he'll be the only Gooch on Facebook. So you could watch him there live too on our podcast live. And if you guys want to watch us live, you could watch us live on YouTube. Basically, just tune in to go to YouTube and give us some likes and follows. And, you could follow us on Facebook. You could follow us on Instagram. You could follow me on TikTok. I'm in TikTok myself. I'm the only talkers there, Detoxers Podcast. In the talkers, you could follow me there. I don't really care about the follows. I mean, because to do live, because mostly all the TikTokers they get a lot of follows because they want to go live. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a live TikTok, but I'm using StreamYard, so it doesn't make a difference. Pretty soon, StreamYard's gonna affiliate with TikTok, so I think that's in the near future we're gonna be on TikTok and with StreamYard. So that hasn't happened yet, but from what I heard, later in the future it will start happening with TikTok. So that's why I don't really care about the TikTok following. But if you guys want to check me on, I'm there on the TikTok. Or if you guys want to follow me, it's cool. I'm not worried about it. You could just check, just see me, my videos there, my promoting and my promos and all that stuff, blah 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 and all that stuff. But on TikTok, I really don't care about the follows anymore because I got my StreamYard here and I could go on stream live. I'm already live, so it doesn't make a difference. So if you guys want to check me out on TikTok, Talkers Podcast, I'm there. I think we're the only ones there. So yeah, if you want to give me a shout out, go ahead. If you guys want to email me too, don't hesitate to email. If you guys have any problems out there, like issues, and you guys want to talk about it, you could email us on the Talkers Podcast. You know, you could email us at thetalkersforus at gmail.com, guys. Thetalkersforus at gmail.com. You could email us and tell me what you could express your feelings of what's going on. If you have bad relationships, if you're going through a tough time, if you feel like you're not wanted, email us or we email you back and we'll see if you could join us on a stream, live stream and all that stuff. You could remain anonymous if you want, but this is what the guys wanted to do with the podcast too, to help others, to engage other people out there are feeling depressed and feeling alone or feeling um alone, just feeling brokenhearted out there. They feel unwanted or they're feeling anxiety. Just email us. We just send us your email, and we'll connect to you. We'll engage with you. We'll see what's going on, or you could rename anonymous when you're on the stream with us live on recording, or we could talk to you. If you have any issues and problems, and we want to help you guys. We want to engage you guys, and just email us, and we email you back, and you just send me your email. We'll put you live on the chat, on the stream, live on stream, guys. So right now, I will give you my. I'll send. Excuse me. We'll send you the email right now. So our email is thetalkersforus at gmail.com. So if you guys have any issues, if you have any bad relationships you want to talk about, you could email us your email, and we email you back with the invite to join us to a live stream, and we'll talk about the issues. You could you could rename anonymous if you want. You could request yourself. You don't want to be on camera, but you could just talk. We could just hear your voice. That'd be cool. We just want to engage with you guys out there, so we're just to help everybody out there because I know it's a tough time right now. Everybody's going to a tough time right now, or ordeal. I'm going through the same thing. I think everybody's going through a tough time, but there's some people out there that need that help over there that sometimes they can't manage on their own. So sometimes we need to engage with them and to support them and help them. That's what this the Gooch, Benny, Remo wanted to do to this for this podcast, just to help others and to engage with everybody, to help others and to see what we can do. And that's what I can say. So our email is thetalkersforus at gmail.com, guys. Everybody, all your listeners out there, if you guys want to support our show, and you could go to our email and let us know what you feel about our show and talk about what we missed onto the whole show. And you guys want to tell us how you feel about the show and what we say that offends you, you could just email us right there. Thetalkersforus at gmail.com. And also, if you guys have any problems, this is what the guys wanted to do, wanted to engage with you guys out there who has, little mental issues. I mean, everybody has them. No one's perfect in the world. Everybody has that mentality. Everybody's going through a tough time. Everybody has a bad day at work. Everybody has all this emotions. The inflation's going up. The gas is going up. Everybody's going crazy, and we want to help you guys out there. Just send me your email. Send us your email, and we'll email you back with the live stream. So just there, that's what we're going to do. This was the whole point of the podcast, to help you others and engage with you guys out there. And, and also you can support our show too. Um, so yeah, so this, our special guest is going to be on March 16 again. March 16, mark your calendars, listeners. Mark your calendars. She's our special guest. Her name is Avee Armez. Her podcast is a rare breed podcast. It's she's on her own. She does it on herself. She speaks. She's blunt. She says it all the truth. She's like one of us. She's like one of the guys where we say things. We just it's what's coming out of our mouth, right? It's on our minds. It's whatever we say on our minds. We're not scripted. We're unscripted. So I think it's better that way. It's more funnier, or maybe it's more exciting that way. Um, and if you want to support her show, her link will be a rare breed podcast.buzzsprout.com. Again, a rare breed podcast.buzzsprout.com, everybody. So tune her in. Tune in and listen. She's really interesting. So I'm gonna put her podcast, her support show right here on the bottom link right there. So that's her link right there. If you guys want to support our show, you could find her at Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Will soon to be YouTube Music. So there will be no more Google Podcasts after these 3 months or so. So yeah, guys. You could find her and other podcast carriers out there. This is the only way. You could go directly to her podcast right here and listen to her show, and you could support her too. You could cancel anytime, as well as us. You could support our show too. You know, you could support our show to thetalkers.buzzsprout.com, everybody. Thetalkers.buzzsprout.com. Um, so yeah, mark your calendars, listeners. Mark your calendars. Listen, mark your calendars. Saturday, March 16, 2024, Avee Armez from her podcast, A Rare Breed Podcast, will be joining us to the Talkers podcast, Unscripted, with Benny, Remo, and the Gooch, and I, Joel. You Talkers will be chatting with her. So it's going to be very interesting because we're all the same podcast. We're only four. She's only one. So tune in, everybody. Tune in. So this is all it. That's what I got to say, guys. All you listeners out there, tune her in on March 16, 2024, guys. March 16, 2024, on Saturday. To support our show, again, support our show, A Rare Breed Podcast, buzzsprout.com. A Rare Breed buzzsprout.com. So this is it, guys. This is it. All I can say is that just tune in, mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. It's coming up. Saturday, March 16, 2024. 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Central Standard Time, and the East Coast, East Standard Time, it'll be 9:30. Tune in, everybody. Tune in. And all I can say is